back to our podcast, Finance Talk.
Wow, it's been such a long time since the last time we met.
I know, right? It's been about 2 weeks, I think.
Exactly. So, what are we going to discuss today, Abigail?
Today we're going to talk about something that's really trending right now.
Wow, what is it?
Nowadays, people are getting used to use e-money. Even my friends prefer use QRIS to buy something at the canteen.
I totally agree. Even parking is done by scanning a barcode.
See? So today, we're going to discuss the topic of development of e-money and its impact of social life.
And of course, we'll be discussing this topic with our amazing guest. He is an expert in digital economy.
Wow, who is that?
Let's welcome our guest, Arai!
Thank you for having me, Grace and Rieska. It's been a pleasure for me to get here and discuss this important topic with you guys.
We're happy to have you. To start, e-money or electric money has been rapidly growing, especially in recent years. Alright, could you give us a quick overview of what e-money and how it is developed?
Sure, Grace. E-money refers to a digital currency that is used in online transactions. It includes mobile wallet and online payments such as PayPal, Apple Pay, GoPay, Shopee Pay, and everything else. It has been developed by technological advancements. So for the past decade, we've seen quite the shift from cash-based transactions into online transactions.
That's interesting. So, alright, what would you say is the thesis of this shift? How is it impacting social life?
For the thesis, I think e-money has transformed not only how we manage our finances, but also how we interact socially. So most people nowadays basically use the internet for everything. Like they use their internet and smartphone to work or to buy things. They buy things online. So it's altering social norms, economic inclusivity, and this is how businesses operate.
Wow, that's a great point. Let me ask, what would be the most significant you notice social change since this rise of money?
I think the most noticeable change, the most noticeable impact from e-money is the convenience that it offers. By using e-money, it's a lot easier and faster to do transactions, and it's just more convenient as a whole. We do not have to carry cash. We just have to use our smartphone and our e-money, and that's basically it. Like, you don't have to carry cash everywhere and every time. But I think, yeah, it's quite a wow for me.
Speaking of that, Abigail, what do you think? Do you agree that digital exclusion is a growing issue?
I think RI makes a valid argument. While e-money has made life easier, we need to access the issue of accessibility. Not everyone can afford technology needed to access financial digital system, and that's where the policies come into play.
Absolutely, Grace. I think that the government and the financial institutions should think about the solution for this issue because, yeah, a lot of people are struggling because they don't have smartphones. Maybe they can provide an accessible or affordable digital tools for the poor or ensure the areas with poor internet are prioritized.
That's an excellent recommendation. It reminds me, Arai, how do you see e-money influencing future social interaction? Are there any potential downside we should be aware of?
Absolutely, Grace. I think the government and the financial institutions should think about the solution for this issue. Maybe providing an accessibility or what is it called? and affordable digital tools for the poor people out there who don't have smartphones, or ensuring the areas that have poor internet so it could help to bridge the gap.
That's an excellent recommendation. It reminds me, Arai, how do you see e-money influencing future social interaction? Are there any potential downside we should be aware of?
If there's one thing that I should be worried about, it's gotta be security and privacy. We have to be careful in using e-money because if we're not careful enough, then we will get scammed really easily by people. So we have to play it safe and take care of our e-money well. And then another issue, I think overspending might also be an issue for people, especially the younger generations, because they're already very familiar with smartphone. Of course, they're going to use e-money as well, so we have to look after them to prevent bad things happening in the future.
That's true. The psychological impact of using e-money compared to cash is quite different. Alright, would you recommend any measures individuals can take to be more mindful or their spending in a digital economy?
Yes. I would suggest to make your own personal spending limit and just be wise and be smart using e-money. I think that's it.
Great advice, Abigail. Any final thought before we wrap up?
I think this conversation has highlighted both the benefits and challenges of e-money. It's exciting, but we need to process carefully to ensure it's accessible to everyone and that we're mindful of its broader societal impacts.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you for joining us today, Arai. It's been a pleasure hearing your insight.
Rieska, it's been such an honor for me to be here and discuss this important topic with you guys. I'm very thankful for it.
And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. We'll be back for next week with more insight. Until then, stay curious.
See you next time. Goodbye.